All right, right. Welcome. Hope y'all doing well. Today is Thursday, May 15th, 2025. It is 2:35 p.m. Central Time. My name is John Ting. I practice immigration law to secure your legal status to live and work in America legally, okay? Because the government doesn't care. All right, I'm dressed up today because usually when I'm dressed up, it's for a USCIS interview. I'm not trying to impress anyone, okay? Usually when I meet with y'all clients, and I'm in a polo, but for USCIS, I get a little dressed up. Okay, so my schedule has been even more packed these days because, especially for the next 30 days, we have about 2 to 3 interviews per week. And here's my theory. I have a second theory on why some of these cases are getting processed a little bit quicker. And it's not something related to Trump, but it's not because I don't think it's because Trump's um, like processes case faster. There's no mandate, okay, about that. Not like under the Biden administration. However, uh, there's been a return to work mandate. So inherently, when officers are going to the um, to the interview, right, to the field office, they have to interview people, right? And because these waiver cases are not being waived, before the officers who are working from home, they could conduct the review at home, but now they have to go to the office. So in a way, that's a kind of a good thing. I mean, for me, I always appreciate these interviews. I do think it's one of the best ways to make sure for USCIS to make sure you're in a bona fide, legitimate marriage. You, I know some of y'all don't want an interview. Hey, if I can have less work, that's great too. But we love to prepare our clients, and so if you find yourself in a situation that you filed your own case and you didn't have a lawyer, contact us. Okay, don't be shy, because look, they want to make sure that you're in a legitimate, bona fide marriage. If you for some reason get a denial, because knock on wood, of course, but if you get a denial that says a finding of marriage fraud, you're shit out of luck. Because according to the BIA case, matter of PAC from 2020, I believe, that's a no go. So even when you're in a legitimate marriage, and even if you have a kid together, they can find you like denied. So some people are surprised when I say that. Some people are surprised when they actually get the letter in the mail. Um, okay, so if you're new to a channel, welcome. Put a number 1 in the chat box if you're new to the channel, new to Green Card Guys community. And of course, thank you so much, everyone, um, for hanging out. I'll probably be here for about 20 minutes or so. And love to go live when I can, but sorry, it's not a set time. So if you have a question, drop it in the comment section. Take advantage of this time, because try and save you at least 3 digits. Try and save you at least 3 digits in your pocketbook, okay? And maybe even save you from a problem in your immigration case. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the better for your life and your case, okay? So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and follow on the respective one. And might as well just go ahead and tell you right now that if you are interested in our services, because people ask, so I might as well just share it now. If you are interested in our services and you read our Google reviews, our 4.9 stars Google reviews, go ahead and book a meeting right there. You can call in or you can schedule clicking the link in the profile, okay? It's only that amount. Now, that is not a that is to make sure you are eligible and qualified, because I feel bad if you have to pay 3 digits just to talk to us, and then you find out you're not eligible, right? It's like asking a question, attorney or law firm, can you accept this case? Well, you schedule during a live show, it's only this amount. So it's no harm, no foul in that sense. Um, but look, if you do want to speak to an attorney, that's going to cost. There, that's the pricing. So, all right, let's get to your questions. Hope y'all doing well. So yeah, I just got done with the interview. Mine was like 10:30 or something. Anyone want to guess how much time I was at the interview today? Usually, let me put it this way. Usually, the time in the room when I'm there, I don't want to say it's just because of me, but when I'm there, usually the wait time in the lobby is more than the time in the interview room. Okay. I do want to give the officer that we had today some credit. He was spitting out those questions like rapid fire in a good way, like paraphrasing and consolidating the questions into one. So I was really impressed. Let's see here. Let me go back up to the top, see if there's any questions up there. I do try, especially if you're, hey, Sarah, what's going on? If you're new to the channel, just let you know you don't have to copy and paste your question. I do try my best to go in order. And by the way, you are welcome to join live. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, you can email there down below for the link to join live. And then if you're on TikTok, they really make it easy. Right here, the little guest icon, the people. All right, let's see here. All right, hope y'all having a great day today. Matipa, what about your 589? You filed it yet? Okay? Is it good if your case is processed fast? Yours is 6 weeks from the initial apps interview. Yeah, it's fine to have an interview pretty quickly, but Matipa, you need an attorney. Okay. I'm these days. I'm just saying. Before I would say, "Oh, it's not a problem," but these days with Trump administration, I can tell you from my interview today, although it was a good experience, professional experience, the officer gave me a little tip. You know how between us, some of us immigration. Thank you. Join my fan club here on TikTok. Between us immigration attorneys, USCIS was a little loosey goosey, okay, with some requirements, but per statute, per the law, some things need to happen in a certain manner. For example, if you have a removal case, you file a petition, you need to request the bona fide exemption. What I mean by removal case is if you're married, you had a removal case, but then you got married during your removal case, then you need a bona fide exemption. You have to request that. So you got to put it in writing. Now, for y'all that file your case yourself, you do what you can, but that's not going to be in Google. Okay. You're not going to be able to Google search that. You're not going to be able to find that in a Facebook group or Reddit thread. So, yes, we help JCCCN. We do help with employment cases. I would love to talk more about that. I usually talk more about employment or national non-immigrant visa or national interest on the where is this the webinar. Okay, we have webinars. I just had one yesterday about know your rights. So I also have webinars about other topics like employment law, things like that. So especially if you're outside America and you're trying to find a way in, join the webinar. And especially if you're not married, you want to find another option. You don't want to get married to a Pookie Bear. It's all good. I understand. So let's see. Anaf, hello. Quick question. Do you think they will reopen your case that was administrative closed 12 years ago? You're Anaf, are you referring to like removal case that was admin closed? It doesn't necessarily matter how long ago it was admin closed. Right now, it's just more about, are you eligible? Do you have a sponsor? For example, like, are you married now to a U.S. citizen? On off? Okay, great. Can we get one of y'all on? Hey, JCCN, to get here, by the way, you're on TikTok. You gotta get to here. Where's my finger? Right here. You click the profile right there, okay? And then you can get to this right here. Now, if you're on YouTube, that's what it looks like right there, okay? Let's see. JR, you were accused of shoplifting 34 years ago. No records in the court. No records um, depending on the level of the court, like it seems that typically in the municipal level, like with a city jurisdiction, they tend to only keep records for 5 years, I believe. It may just depend on the city, but will you have any problems? Yeah, probably because you need to, even when you tell the truth, USCIS officers say, okay, I need more documentation about it, right? Like what was the result of it? You said accused, but you didn't say convicted, or you didn't say you paid a fine. So, um, is there a dismissal order, maybe something? Okay. Let's see. Which, by the way, so yeah, we had a client that what's it called has a pled guilty, but had a expungement. But because of expungement, there are no records available, right? So before you do something like expungement, which from what I understand, that can benefit you for the what's it called, like for work or something. You want to get a job somewhere, but for immigration, before you actually get it expunged, make sure you pay for a certified copy. That will save you so many problems in the future. Okay, because expunged does not mean it like disappears for immigration purposes. It's still important to have a record of it. Okay, even though I know you want to just um, okay, let's see here. Hope y'all doing well. Creme de la creme. What's the processing time for VAWA? You mean for the whole shebang, like the whole thing with the 45? About 3 years. I know someone commented yesterday and shared their own experience that it took 4 years, and he or she got the VAWA approved, the 360, but still waiting on the 45. So it's something like that. You should consider a mandamus lawsuit. Okay. Hey, if anyone has a pending case, you filed the case, you e-filed, you online filed it, paper filed it, and it's still pending, put the letter P in the comments, and maybe go ahead and tell me what month and year you filed it, if you remember. Okay. Now, if you think your case has been delayed, maybe even think it's stuck in like, what do you call that? The sinkhole, the black hole of USCIS. Let me know in the comments. Put the letter D for delayed. All right. Daniela, you didn't. Daniela, I thought you got the medical exam. What's going on? What's going on now? Yeah, well, we don't have recommendations in the sense like maybe one is better than other in that sense. But we what we do for our clients is just provide like the nearest ones. But you know what? Good point on recommendations. We should probably call some to see like the charges and things like that. At least for the Houston area. Um, let's see. Kitchen prep on YouTube. Initial EAD has been pending for 9 months. Your attorney said not to file mandamus because it could be a target of rearrest. Bro, so it's like, look, filing a mandamus lawsuit does not make you a target. Okay. I mean, I get it, because some attorneys don't are not not every immigration attorney files lawsuits in federal court. And if they don't file lawsuits in federal court, then they don't understand whether or not they truly don't understand if whether or not a mandamus lawsuit could affect their like underlying application, like for example, the work permit or the 485. Like USCIS officers, from what I understand, from the vibe I get, they don't give a shit. Okay. They don't even know if you have like a or whatever it is. Okay, so but yeah, 9 months. Yeah, I wouldn't file a lawsuit anyway because it's just not long enough in general for a lawsuit for a work permit application. Okay. Oh, you were waiting for your vaccination history. Got it. Okay. Let me, Daniela, can you DM me or email me your zip code, and we'll maybe did you already do the search? If you did the search, then you know the website. If you don't know the website to find one, then we'll send you the information. Okay. Yeah, because there's plenty of them. There's plenty of civil surgeons that can do the work. And so usually, if you're filing for adjustment of status, it is absolutely important. Per USCIS memo earlier this year, you need to get the medical exam in a sealed envelope. Do not open it because it costs money. Don't open it. Keep it sealed. And if you want a copy for yourself, bring an extra copy of that form I-693, or just ask the clinic's office to make you a copy. And anyway, so you need to provide that at the time in the same package at the time of filing your package, okay? For the 485. And generally, it seems for our clients, it takes about 5 to 7 days turnaround time for the clinic. Hey, Sarah, you said you want to travel but scared because you had a charge in the past. I thought we talked about it before. Maybe I didn't allay your concerns. I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of charge you have. Sinibua, for a green card interview, can the main applicant go without the children? Absolutely. Absolutely. USCIS officers do not want children at the interview. Now, look, if some interview notices actually say it depends on the field office. Some actually say on the first page, do not bring children or something. Like not every office is like that. Somehow, like Houston, they allow children. But the best case scenario for everyone involved, between you and USCIS officer, really recommend not to bring the kiddos. I know it's tough, especially if you don't have support, but you might. Yeah, it's just tough. Um, Yes, because there's just limited time for the interview, and then if there's a distraction with the kiddo, which is understandable, they're just y'all. They're just pumping out these interviews, okay? What? Let's see. LC7, your advanced parole is pending since January 2025. Okay, so that's what 4 or 5 months now. Daniela, How long was your advanced parole uh, pending for? Was it a few like 5 months also? Inkchar, yours says on the website you're being actively reviewed and says it can take 26 months. Oh my God, what did you do? Nothing. Okay, you didn't do anything wrong. Whenever you file, whatever you check online on your USCIS account, you log in with your password and all that. And sometimes it's for some people that shared here on the channel here that says like, oh, expected decision in 3 weeks. And then like next week you check again, it says like expected decision in 20 months. Like, and you're like thinking like, did you do something wrong? Was there something you're supposed to provide? No, it's not your fault. Tell yourself you did a good job. You didn't do anything wrong. It's USCIS. I really feel like it's some kind of like webmaster that's puppet master in the background messing with y'all, like messing with y'all emotionally. Okay. I've called into the hotline on your behalf, those tier one USCIS hotline representatives, I guess you call it. And I asked them that question, like, is it really true what it shows on the online account? And no, it's not. Okay, it's not accurate. So whatever you see, like for example, like this, that is more accurate. Okay, that right there. But even our case processing is not usually not 17 months. This is for petition only for a U.S. citizen. Okay, whereas this one, by the way, is family preference. Outlaw. Okay, Daniel, 3 months. So thank you for sharing because LC's I-131 is still processing since January. Brew with vibes. Can H-1B visa holder and IT do life insurance as side hustle? Um, I don't. I don't recommend it because number one, that's documented. Um, so I would play it close to home. You know the thing going on with the student visa holders, and they get picked up because they said certain thing about Palestine and protecting people, Palestinians, which should be normal, right? If we got freedom of speech in America, apparently not anymore. Apparently not, right? So the visas got revoked, and then a lot of people had to get to sue the government. So it's a shit show, right? So yeah, I just wouldn't recommend doing that, but you guys schedule a meeting so we can take a look at your situation closely if you need us to. Okay. um, Daniela, have I heard of DACA ending in Texas? I have not. Do I need to search this real quick? Did you hear something in the news? No, man. Let's see. I don't see anything yet. I don't see anything recent. But y'all, keep me updated, okay? I really appreciate y'all when you share updates with me because there's a crap ton going on with immigration. It's hard to keep track even myself. Let's see here. Um, all right, if you have a pending case, put the letter P in the comments, pending. And by the way, so I know y'all asked me about processing times and whatnot. I'm trying to get more real time updates, trends. But for me to do that and share that with you, if you can actually take a poll, okay, take the poll and then in my link, one of these, I'm going the wrong way, right there. That's for YouTube. This is TikTok. So if you go to this LINK, then one of the options down below is to take a poll. So we have it set up to where your information is anonymous. Um, um, yeah, your information anonymous. If you do want to share your information, like your name and email, our team, I gotta talk to my team about this to provide you courtesy updates about your own case, because we just signed up for a program to be able to give us more proper updates, not just actively being reviewed, which is super frustrating for any type of case. So please share your information in that sense, like what what kind of application you filed and your receipt date. That's the main thing we need to know. Okay, what we're gonna do is maybe once a month we're gonna provide the trend in that sense. Outlaw, do you need an attorney for second master hearing? I mean, yeah, I recommend it. Um, hopefully you're eligible. Application to get out of court. Aussie 6G409. Is there an update on administrative pause imposed by the administration? Do you mean because of the asylees and refugees? Is that what you're referring to? There's been several pauses in general. So which one you're referring to? But the pause is the pause. There's no update on that. Um, I don't anticipate any quick changes for anything related to pause. I'm sorry. I wish, but I doubt it. But in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, um, I do believe that at least with asylees and refugees, it's not like a complete stoppage. It's more about the actually going to review the asylum claims, which is ridiculous based on when people applied for the 485 for adjustment status. I already believe they were doing it anyway, but I think they're just doing this to just stop stop y'all temporarily. Oh, it's so frustrating. Look, If you have, hey, if y'all have an attorney, I'm kind of curious because some people ask me questions and then they mention they have an attorney. I think it's, I'm happy to, I'm happy to answer questions. Please know this is not because this is not, attorney client confidential like relationship. So nothing here is confidential. We're on a live show. So, but if you have an attorney, I'm kind of curious. Can you put the letter A? Put the letter A. Put the letter A in the comments if you have an attorney. Mr. P Funk, what's going on today? How you doing? I think you were gonna contact our office, right? Okay. Let's see. Bonsai, your sister applied for N400. She got denied, and who told her to apply N600? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's frustrating. It's super frustrating when that happens. It's like there's one of those situations like, can they just like credit that amount of money to the N600, the other application? Because it's super frustrating. It's like when people, kind of similar to when people have the 2-year conditional resident card, and then what's it called? They apply the wrong form. God bless them. They try to do it themselves and file the wrong form. And I can understand because the I-90 says like renew or replace, but see, I think like a lawyer. One side of me says it says renew or replace, but then my lawyer side says, well, technically it doesn't say remove conditions on that application. And to remove conditions is a different form called 751. So but that would be nice if USCIS could just, give a little credit towards the other application, but they don't do that. What's the best time to call? Right now. Ahorita. Right now. You got to call right now because my team don't work. Apparently, some people think my team works 24/7. Someone check this. Can you believe this nonsense? Someone apparently called at like 6:05 p.m. or something. It was like 9 p.m. and we didn't answer the phone because no one's working at 9 p.m. Like, God forbid I'm like going live show at that time, But someone gave us a 2-star review. How crazy is that nonsense? So if you don't mind, if I had been helpful to you to some extent, even if I didn't answer your question directly, but my answers in general was helpful to you, if you don't mind, can you hop over to our Google page? We need a little support because we're getting these like it's wild. It's the wild west over there on Google. So I think I'm still 4.9. I have no idea. Let's see. Let's see here. Daniela, you said that another lawyer posted about it. Can you share that video with me? Is that possible, Daniela? About this other attorney that you mentioned about DACA? I mean, I just did a quick Google search and I didn't have a chance to go to my Ayla account. But yeah, I don't see anything yet that's recent. The last thing I think I see is, yeah. Okay. All right. So, but in all seriousness, we do close at 6. Okay, so please call before that. If you call after hours, I appreciate you, but please don't leave a bad review after hours. Okay. Let's see. How long for adjustment of status for marriage green card? So I was mentioning earlier that our experience right now, 2025, cases generally we filed 6 months ago, they're getting interviews now, 5 to 6 months. Okay. Will that happen for you? I can't say. I don't know. There's no like special request button. It's like, I want that one 6 months. I wish that was the case, but well, honestly, that would be good because like I had one the other day in Dallas, and the U.S. citizen spouse, the sponsor, could not be there, had to go travel for work. So yeah, and apparently his job requires to travel a lot. So yeah, he's gonna have to get his act together, talk to his jefe, talk to his boss, say, look, I gotta go to my spouse's interview. Can I skip it? And so here's a clue. In some situations, USCIS officer will waive the appearance of the petitioner, the sponsor. But in this situation, they didn't. And you might wonder why. Well, I'll tell you. That's because they're going to interview both of them, or they're going to interview each spouse individually. And that's called Stokes interview. Okay. So if you have heard about that, then you understand a little bit better. If you have not heard of Stokes interview, then you're going to have to get your shit together and subscribe to my channel so you get more information about it. Okay. And click the bell while you're at it so you get the notification when I go live. Because there's just so much information to share. If I had like no need for sleep, now I just record videos for y'all for prep. There's a lot of things going on, okay, um, that you need to be aware of. Okay, let's see here. Danielle, you said Baxter. Yeah, their law firm, they do a lot of litigation as well, court cases. So I'll check that out. Maybe, let's see. And I don't think he would say anything incorrect. Let's put it that way. I trust his reputation. Um, okay. Kate's Custom Teas, Tumblers, and more. Do you sell those? Do you sell something like this, Kate? Because I need bulk order. Who wants one of these, by the way? Maybe should I sell some merch? Would y'all want something like this? Or t-shirts? I have a lot of sayings I want to print on shirts. I have a lot I have pretty funny ideas. Let's see. Oh, but to your question though, you open your case in 2021. Your husband got approved for I-130A, and you got the 797C notice. Okay, you did the biometrics. What's next? But you filed in 2021. What happened? Why is it taking so long? Yo, it's 2025. It's almost half the year. What's going on, Kate? Okay, Christy. Um, Christy, DM us or email us. Okay, we don't want to lose track. I'm serious, Kate. If you charge a good price, I'll order some. The people, the people need it. Need the water or whatever else is in here. Maybe vodka. Sorry, I like to drink, but I got a limit. I'm already a little animated, you know. Um, let's see. Okay, but in all seriousness, 2021. That's taking too long. Okay, so did you file the 485 also? Oh man, margarita. Yeah, good idea. Well, what did you do in 2021? Maybe you just filed the application recently as well, or maybe is that when he entered America in 2021? Follow someone named Follow mean I follow back. Um, your 485 is pending. How long? When did you file yours? Look, my marketing team told me that I need to record a lot more videos. That I need to step on the pedal to share more information with y'all because I'm blabbering and talking and training my team. They're like, can you just put that in a TikTok or YouTube video? I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. So there's a lot of concerns out there. Okay, a lot of concerns out there. There's an unfortunate. I don't know how you say this. There's a video I saw on TikTok that a Mexican national influencer in Mexico just got. Um, yeah, crazy. I'll stitch that video so you'll see it. But anyway, if that happened in America, then their family members could be eligible to get status through that. I mean, that's not the first thing people think about, of course, but um, let's just yeah, y'all need to know that though, just in case. Okay. Kiki, you visa certification. You heard that NYPD doesn't like to work with lawyers out of state. Any knowledge about that? Nah. Even if they don't like us. I got homies in New York. I got homies in New York. They can help me out if you need help. Do you have a lawyer? Okay, you're 40. Someone else is 45, pending since 2023. And is your sponsor a citizen? If your sponsor is a citizen and you have a case 45 since sometime in 2023, it's time to file a lawsuit. Okay. Okay, Kiki. Then contact my team. Okay, we'll chat with you, have a discussion. We love having conversations with y'all because I train my team to be able to provide you those solutions. Sometimes y'all might already know what the solution is. You just need help to get it done, get it going to the next step. Okay. Something maybe in your past, maybe because of work or taking care of family, your loved one, even a child, your Pookie Bear you got to take care of, just something, right? Something might hold you back, and it's time. With this Trump administration, F that guy, right? F that guy. But here's the deal. Even though we might not like that dude or other politicians, you still got to do something about your legal status. Okay? Don't leave it in limbo. Dulce does it all. What are you waiting on? The 485? And when did you file it? Oh wait, I see now. You started Consul in 2018, 2018. I went there to approve in 2020 and changed to AOS last year. Is your sponsor a citizen? U.S. citizen? I hope so. Mackinson Edmund, do I think owing rear support can affect your AOS? No, not as far as I know. Maybe for naturalization. But yo, let me invite you onto the show. Okay, it's 3:12. I will be here for another 5 minutes or so. Someone keep me accountable, okay? I'm here for another 5 minutes because I gotta go to another team meeting, another meeting. So if anyone wants to join a live show, the time is now because I don't. Sometimes I go live at night. Daniela knows that, um, but I don't know if I can keep. I don't know if I can keep that up. I need to get my sleep. How long does it take to get biometrics to come back? Um, come back like you gave the fingerprints already. Um, it's more about in that you don't get anything back in that sense or notifications. More about the next step is to get the work permit if that's what you filed for. Also, if you didn't file for work permit 765, then there's nothing else to expect after that. If anything, maybe an RFE, request for evidence, or the interview notice if it's a 485 application. Okay. You're welcome. AIEXOX. Happy to help. Um, I try to make it a little animated. Keep y'all. What's it called? Keep this a lively show. And let's see, while answering questions. But I'm not gonna dance for y'all. Okay, maybe, but not really. Brian? What happens if a 751 gets denied while you're out of country? Oh, snap. Ooh, well, I don't know. You let me know. Are you back? Are you back? You better get back. Is that you or someone else? You better tell your homie to get back ASAP, because who knows if how it like filters in, how that information may get trickled down to customs. Mm-mm. Yeah, because when 751 denied, you Dunskies. Like, that's it. But you can refile it. You can refile it. There's no, isn't this interesting? There is no limitation on the number of times you can file the 751. I challenge you. Someone tell me differently. There is no limitation on number of times to file 751. We've had plenty of clients. Oh, just a hypothetical. Come on, man. Don't give me hypotheticals, okay? No. No, we just want to know real deal because you're gonna get me going on this rabbit hole of a situation. All right, moving on. Let's see. Is it true that you cannot file for AP if your case was closed in 2005? What case? Removal proceedings? Yeah, so like my case, like we had a case recently where we got the removal order vacated, got it reopened, dismissed, and before we did that, we filed a petition, and we needed a petition, the receipt notice to prove it to the court that our client was in a relationship with a U.S. citizen, that we got the process going, because they're not going to take your word for it. They're not just, if you just tell a judge, yeah, we're married to a U.S. citizen, that I'm going to file an application, but you actually haven't, they're not gonna reopen and dismiss. Okay, so we had to do that, and after that was vacated, dismissed, we apply for advanced parole. Okay, so it's literally step by step by step. So this client that we, in a situation like this with these clients, it's usually like a 3-year process. Unfortunately, it can take a while. And then after get the AP, travel outside America, even if it's for like a hot second, get that stamp, come back to America, and then we apply for the work permit, the 485, things like that. Okay. Hopefully that answered your question to some extent. Hey, immigration law dude, John Carlo in the house, in the hizzy. You're welcome for lunch the other day in Dallas. Did you get my email by the way? Sorry that took a while to get to you. If anyone is in Dallas and needs an attorney in Dallas, John Carlo Franco can help you out. That was my old stomping grounds. Now I'm in H Town. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got to wrap up soon. But by the way, if you are seeking an attorney at some point, save our number, save our information. Even if you're like, you don't need to call now. Now I know most of y'all. Oh, cool. Glad. Yeah, sorry I couldn't make it to the. I really wanted to go to that. What's it called? The Ayla lunch, but traffic in Houston is horrible. Um, what was I gonna say? Save my information. Take a screenshot. Okay, I'll hide myself. Take a screenshot if you need to, because you never know when you need an attorney when it might be too late, or you talk to one when it could be too late. So it's better to save the information, because especially if you have not followed yet, it's time to click the plus sign and then the bell for future notifications. Right over there. Okay. Brady Bear, do I assist with CP, consular processing for approved I-140 for NIW? Yes, we do. Absolutely. We call that a takeover. We're going to take over and help you the rest of the way. Life quotes, your I-130 was approved a year ago, but your 45 is still pending. You attended interview, what to do? Life quotes, is that because you have life quotes in a chance because you had a removal proceeding in the past for I-130 interview only? And how long ago was your 485 pending? You filed that? Did you file that at the same time? Over a year ago, approved for the petition. Yeah, as well. It might be time to file a lawsuit. Happy to help. Parwana, you have a green card. You want to travel back to Afghanistan? Whoa, I don't know about that. I'm sorry. I mean, so far as I know, the proposed travel ban has not taken effect. Okay, let me know if it happens. Okay, y'all on the ground, boots on the ground. You let me know. Okay, but Afghanistan's on the list as far as I remember. So I don't know how to go. If I were you, I know it's tough, especially if you're gonna go see family. Now, this is a very good example, especially for those nationals in Afghanistan. As soon as you get your own status, let's say like resident status, you need to file for your family members, because the process is so goddamn slow that you need to get on the ball. And even for your brother or sister, even though those cases take at least 10 years, file the damn petition. Even if your family member is like, oh no, don't worry about me. But when they're hobbling along on the what do you call that? The stick. Um, they thank you for the hat. Really appreciate it, Chavo. Um, the folks on YouTube and Facebook are like, what hat are you talking about? Um, yeah, you just because 5 years later they might, which is like halfway through the process for sibling cases, they might say to you like, oh, did you by any chance file that petition? You're like, what the hell? So consider it. They don't have to sign the petition. Only the U.S. citizen sponsor needs to. So consider it like a, I was going to say birthday gift, but a lifetime gift. Save them some time, okay? And what would the MAGA party call that? Chain my. That's cool. Okay, sounds good, Chavo. I'm happy to help. No, not green card. Sorry. For siblings, you have to be a citizen. Sorry if I misspoke. For siblings, you have to be a citizen. For like parents, you can be a resident to sponsor. Clary Ben, why is your green card taking long to arrive? I wish I knew that answer. It sounds like maybe you cancel the process and you're an American now. You pay the was a $235 fee or something, immigrant fee card. Yeah, I don't. There's no rhyme or reason. We don't know why, but it seems to be taking a while for that. Okay. All right. I know there's so many more questions. I wish I could answer them, but look, if your case has been delayed, if you get an RFE, you get an NOID, you definitely need to contact our office. If you have a family member that's abroad that you know the case could take a while because family preference or something, join my webinar. Okay. I try to have it every Wednesday, or I'm gonna start kicking it back up to every Wednesday. So join the webinar. It's not always about know your rights, although that is important too. Even if just register, even if you can't make it, we'll send the recording. It's like automatic or something. Okay. Thank you all. Really appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your day.